guys, I got this 2016 Chevy Malibu. I'm doing a compressor replacement, but when I look on the all data, they asked me to replace the front bumper, remove the front bumper, remove the radiator, so to get access, because then he got 3 bolts. He got one here and then one on the bottom over here, so one on the back. So, but he got another stud right here. I don't know, let me turn on the lights if you can see it. This stud right here on the top, that's the one that's holding it. So there is no access and nothing. So, but what I realized, if you bend the compressor down like that, the way I bent it, and you use any, let me see what's the number is this. It's a 5mm socket. So I'm using this little flip ratchet. So I get that from, I think, AutoZone. So if you stick that in there like that, let me see if I can place the, all right. So if you flip that in there like that and you hold the compressor, I'm pretty sure you can take the stud out. If we take the stud out, the compressor should come out easily. So without removing all those stuff that they ask us to remove. So I'm gonna try to see. So once we remove the stud, all we're gonna do, we're gonna slide the compressor with the stud out. Trying to slide the compressor with the stud out. As you can see, if you slide the compressor with the stud, you see like that, the compressor with the stud out, you should be able to take the compressor out. All right, so you gotta leave the stud in there like that. You take it out with the stud. So when you're gonna try to put it back in, you're gonna do the same thing. Put this stud in there, and then you're gonna put the compressor in with the stud in there like that, and after that you start schooling. So it's very easy, like you can see. But what they ask you to do, they ask you to remove the radiator, remove the front bumper, remove the radiator and everything, so you can get access to this stud right here. So like I said earlier, you got 3 bolts, one on the bottom right here, one on the top, and then with the stud, that's which is that right here. So I don't know why they do that, but for some reason, so that's how they decide to do it. So now I'm waiting on O'Reilly to send me the new compressor. When the new compressor comes in, I'm gonna show you what the process to put the new compressor in. But at that time, so we already called the customer and then tell him that he needs CV axle, as you can see, and he need front and rear brake pads. So by the time, so we're waiting for the axle, I'm gonna start working on the CV axle and the brake pads. All right, that's a compressor. It's a remain compressor. So we already sent the other one back. Like I told you, when you put it back in, you have to leave the stud in there like that, and you're gonna try to slide it back in with the stud in like that. You're gonna make the stud fit in there. Once you reach the position to make the stud fit, before you put any bolt, all those bolts back in, make sure you make the stud fit, and we're gonna try to tighten it. You use the same tools to tighten it, so the space is really matter. There is not much space. Make sure you I think you can manage it. The same thing that I'm doing, I'm tightening that down. It's very easy. You gotta do the same way that you bend this down to take the stud out, is the same thing that you did. You bend that down, and with one hand you can tighten the stud down. I'm gonna tighten it all the way down before you put the other two bolts in. So I took this stud off to get more room. So now, before I put the other 2 bolts back in, I wanna put the stud back in, so it's more easy while it's hanging down right here. So I'm putting the stud back in. So now I'm trying to tighten the stud back in. Those little tools are very important, those tiny tools, because they can fit some small position. It's always good to have some of them. Okay, we finish. All right, so don't forget, whenever you work on the AC system, so you gotta replace the seal. That's the two seal. That's the 2-in-1 that I look for, and those two use one. Throw them in the garbage. All right, we're gonna install the new one. So make sure you do all that. I was supposed to even do that before I put the compressor back in. I would have plenty of room, but I didn't do that. But that's fine. Still easy to put on. Alright, still easy to put on, so I put them easily in. To bolt the couple holes, what I use these tools, these little tools like that. So I just put a converter on the top of that, so it gives me plenty of room. I just stick one hand and move it like that. So once you put that, the second step gonna be the 2 bolts. We can tighten the 2 bolts. After that, we can put the nut that goes on the stud. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the 2 bolt back in before I put the nut that goes on the stud. So I'm gonna have to plug those back in. I have to plug back in. I just need to play with them. There you go. You heard that click. So now the next step gonna be the belt. We're gonna put the belt back in. So we got the belt nice and tight in. So now, by the time we're doing the brakes, so I'm gonna let that recharge. So we don't need to do a recovery. So I'm gonna need it at least 30 minutes or 45 minutes of vacuum. All right, I'm gonna give it at least 40 minutes of vacuum. So for the recovery, I'm gonna change the unit on kilogram. It take 0.70 kilogram. Then so the compressor has already got oil in there. Then we're gonna start here. Alright, so by the time it's vacuum, guys, so I'm gonna replace the rear and front brake pads and replace this CV axle. Alright, so I hope that helped you if you have to replace a compressor on a 2016 Chevy Malibu. It's a 1.5 turbo. So I think that's gonna be that's gonna help you out. Alright, see you on the next video.